Today we're going to go on. I'm going to explain first what a dismemberment journey is. I've only ever done one, and that was enough, and it's lasted me quite a few years. You can do more depending on how much stuff you've got to clear. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to explain it, and then there's an opportunity for you to come on a journey with me and do one. And I'll explain as we go the prerequisites. So I don't want anyone going on this journey if they're not ready. It's better to wait. This is being recorded, definitely recording, yep. And this will be put onto my blog, so it'll be available for you to access whenever you want. Whenever I put this together, I tell the energy to be there in the video for replay. Yeah, so it's always going to be there. So don't do the journey if you're not ready. So this is a whole series that I started months ago, and I really just to share with people about shamanism and to explain that shamanism heals. And that's really it. And I'm just putting it out there into the ether, and hopefully people are seeing it and reading about it. So as you can see, we did a chakra cleanse, meet the guardian angel, shaman as a bridge between the worlds, soul retrieval, a powerful one, aura cleanse, and then we did ancestral healings and receiving the gifts. And those are all on my blog, all available for you to replay whenever you fancy and whenever you need it. And this one is a dismemberment journey. The aura cleanse and the chakra cleanses are quite powerful, but a dismemberment journey sort of takes those and 10x's it. And as if you were on my chakra cleanse and my aura cleanses, you know I say, how often do you clean your teeth? Probably twice a day. How many times do you have a shower, wash your hair? Probably at least once a week, maybe once a year, depends. But you clean your physicalness, don't you? You clean your physicalness. But how many of us clean our chakras often? How many of us clean our auras often? Yeah, a few of us. And how many of us go on dismemberment journeys and completely clean everything? As I said, I've done
first time.
I've done it once when I was learning all the shamanic skills, and it's been enough. There will be a point, I'm sure, when all the stuff gets too much, and I'll do it again. Today I'm going to be holding space for you guys, and I may even go on it afterwards using a recording. So as I say, everything's on the blog, available for you, and then we've got all these other ones. And December, I'm still waiting for someone to go, I think we should learn this. So still waiting for that. December's open. So if you've got a suggestion, something you want to learn that's shamanic-y, dragon-y, or whatever it is, then let me know. I'll just turn my phone on to airplane so it don't keep beeping at me. So everyone seems to want me at the moment. That's it. Over there. Sorry about that. So, that handsome chap. So, I always like to do this at the very beginning, is just to make sure we're all here. We've all been somewhere. We've all had busy days. It's quite late for me in the day. Some of you, it's early in the morning. You've got things to do. So let's all just let it go. Just a couple of deep breaths, however you want to do it. Just bring yourself here. Just for the next hour. Just turn off the overthinking, overacting, wanting to have reasons mind. Bring all your attention somewhere away from your mind, in your heart, in your chest, in your belly, wherever you want. Just tell the mind to shush for a while, shush, shush, shush. Beautiful. You feel the energy going, whoa. Perfect. Lovely. Okay. Nice movements, Patty, like you are flying. Got angel wings out. So, dismemberment journey. So as I said, we all carry stuff, and we cleanse our chakras and our auras, and it gets rid of stuff. And stuff can be stresses, traumas, negative energies, so many different things attach themselves to us, to our auras, to our energy, to our physicalness. And often we'll store it physically in our body with aches and pains, and it might be in our auras, it might be in our chakras. And it often just keeps us in a slightly lower vibration than maybe we'd like to be in. And even if you do daily cleanse your chakras and your auras, which I do, and I imagine a rain of grace when I have my shower, it still gets to a point where just those little bits you miss, they slowly build up. And that old energy just it's not just energy, it's like old patterns. Maybe you've gone through a journey where you've become more spiritual, you're a bit more awake, you understand that maybe we shouldn't be killing animals and we should look after the planet, and you don't have to work the 9 to 5 and that sort of stuff. Maybe you've gone through but some of that's still there in your system because you were in it for a while and you were educated for a while. Those old patterns are there. Some of them are also inherited from the past, so from your ancestry. Some of them habits that you created. Some of them injuries you've picked up, and they're maybe still there. It's all part of you. It's just the way you are. None of us are perfect. None of us are angels. We've all got our faults and our issues and our problems. And this is where the dismemberment journey comes in. It's very, very powerful. It basically just completely destroys everything. And it takes you back to basically as pure as you can be. And it will depend a lot on your trust, how much you know your power animals or your teacher, or how much you trust my power animals, which we're bringing today, the dragons. So you may go on the journey and only get a small dismemberment. Maybe you lose your little finger. And when you come back, it's all grown and that's great. Or you might just completely lose everything about you. So when we go on the journey, you may disappear completely and just be a spark, a soul spark. It would depend. Yeah. So what is a dismemberment? That lovely picture on the left, I found it on the internet. It's like, well, yeah, literally ripped apart. It's not misleading at all. It is a dismemberment. So what you do is you go on a shamanic journey with your power animal or your teacher, and they basically just break you physically, your physicalness, into just nothingness. Yeah. Sometimes it could be gentle. So some people say that they went and they imagined themselves as a block of ice when they were on the journey, and just slowly they melted into a puddle of water. And that was it. And then when they came back out of the journey, they just felt cleansed. It's like, oh, that was beautiful. Yeah. And if you get that, that's beautiful. I mean, if you have that one, that's perfect. Other people have gone down there and all of their power animals, 10, 15 of them have just attacked them and just ripped them to bits, like you could imagine that a lion would to a gazelle or something, But because it's in the lower realm, which is a safe space, and you're physically not there, it's your free soul. You send your mind, your body, and you send your free soul. I call it free soul because it can move away from your body. That travels to the lower realms, and it's the free soul that experiences it. When it comes back, it brings back all of that cleansingness and all that goodness, and then gives it to the physical body. So there's no pain, so you won't feel anything. And if you do feel anything, then you can disassociate because it's not real, but it's happening to the energy. It's cleansing the energy, and it will depend a lot on your imagination and the imagination of your group that do it, or my dragons. With my dragons, it's probably if you haven't got any that you're bringing yourself, any of your teachers or any of your power animals or any other spirits that are going to do the dismemberment, then my dragons will do it. And probably, just putting ideas in your head, probably it'll just be fire and you'll just be burnt to ashes. But it won't burn you. You'll just go, oh, I'm disappearing, and there'll be nothing left. So, nearly every shamanic teacher will ask for this to happen at least once. And as part of my training, I asked for it. And as I say, I went on the journey and I was surrounded by my dragons, and they all just blew fire at me. And I was incinerated in a couple of seconds, literally. And I was just this little sort of ball of light that was buzzing around for the rest of the journey. And when they called me back, it came back into me, and I just felt like, whoa, wow, just so cleansed. I can't describe how cleansed. Just completely, totally. It was amazing. Felt beautiful for ever since. Yeah, and I say each person will be different. You'll get a different story, and if you are afraid, then of course you can ask for it to be more gentle. If you're not worried, if you can I just trust, just do what you got to do, then maybe you'll have one that's a bit more visual. So it's up to you. You get to choose. So a dismemberment journey is healing. It's quite an intense healing, and it's because all our minds are thinking about it being physical. We're imagining that if we were to be attacked by a bunch of lions and ripped to bits, it would be awful. But if that happens on the journey, what you need to do is almost watch yourself and see it happen and go, wow, that's amazing. And then because you then just remove everything, because everything is about, we think we are the body, we think are our hair, we think are our beard, we think are our eyes, we think of the way we talk and speak. All that goes, and it's just, you're just left with that pure essence that came into the world and into the room and into the baby. So it takes you back to that. It's really strong. So I'm emphasizing this so that when we get to the point when I say, do you want to do this, you can say, oh, it's not for me, and that's fine, no judgment. So yeah, I mean, after the journey, you can feel very different. Occasionally your whole view of life can change, and it might happen as soon as you come back, or it might take a while to integrate. It depends on you. So me, I'm like fast. Some people it's like, oh, it took about a month, or maybe a year. It depends. So again, there's no rules, and it can settle in, and it might last a day, or it might last a week, or it might last a month, year, or permanent. Who knows? It depends on you. For me, since my one, it's been fairly permanent. I can't say forever, but it's been good to know. It removed lots of my inhibitions and my worries, and I'm on camera and people are looking at me, and all that rubbish that we get in our heads. It's just like, that all just went. I was like, oh, who cares? I do care, but I don't care. And then when you come back, the world can be like really vibrant. I don't know if you've been somewhere where you've kept your eyes shut. You can do those ones where you keep your eyes shut for 24 hours, or even if you just do it for a couple of hours and sit in nature and then take your hands off, and everything's greener, and you can see the essences of the green, and you see the flowers that you didn't see before, and you just see more. When you come out of it, it can be that. The world can be more colourful. There's also the shadow side with everything. You could come back and feel really unsettled and really disturbed, and you might need to sit with it for a while. So again, just warning, because it can be disturbing, because you're seeing yourself gone. The physicality that you think you are, or some of us think we are, it's no longer there. It's gone. The spirit just removed it, and actually you're just spirit. Yeah. And when you come back, obviously you'll get your physicality back. But you'll have remembered that journey, that powerful journey. So, if I haven't scared you off, or if I have, great. I mean, basically, when we go on the journey, whenever we do anything shamanic, the intention is the most important part of it. Yeah. So intention. So if you decide to come on this journey, what your intention is to receive a dismemberment, and the important bit then is whatever else the spirit world would like to give you. And there's two parts to that. They might just be completely getting rid of you, getting you back to your pure essence, or they might only do it partially. So maybe they lop your head off because you're an overthinker, and then when you come back, your overthinking is calmed down. So that they may do that. So the fact that you're saying whatever the spirit world wants to give you, is you're giving them permission not to do everything, because that's, so they'll give you what they think you need. And if that's completely removing your completely from here, or just like your little finger, that's what will happen. But also what can happen is they might say, yeah, this person's ready for it. They can take that we're going to do a dismemberment that's complete. So you can then become that very small essence that's yourself, or you might see a light body. It will depend on yourself, how you imagine yourself if you were your original state. So when you're, let's say they've done the dismemberment, you're standing there in your original state and you imagine yourself like a glowing, beautiful, perfect angel. What they might then do is remember you, and they'll put back all of your physicality into that image that you've seen, and you'll be as solid and as physical as you were when you went on the journey. And then you'll come back, and that will be the way it was. But sometimes they'll leave you just as that very small thing, or they'll leave you as the angel. It will depend. So don't expect it to all be the same for everyone. Everyone will feel something different. Okay. Perfect. So if you do decide to come on it, what we'll do is we'll journey with your power animals or your power teachers, and if you call in the ones you really trust to do it really well, and you'll go with that intention. And whoever arrives may not necessarily be the one that's going to do dismemberment. So just say, are you the guy who's doing it, or is it someone else? Yeah. And if you haven't got any and you still trust my team enough, then I'll send one or two of my dragons. There's 20 of them, so one of them will come and assist you with it. Yeah. And you just say to them, I quite like the fire one, or whatever. Just say, I leave it to you. So you've asked them. You say, what else? You ask them. You make sure you add that bit of whatever else you want to give me. And as I say, if the spirits put you back together, then you can return to yourself then. If not, at some point, you'll just get a feeling to come back. And if not, then I'll do the finishing of the drumming and I'll be calling you back anyway. So you've got the option to come back early, or you can just stay there and enjoy the journey. So I'll drum for sort of 10 or 15 minutes, and then there'll be like a minute callback. And I'll walk you to the Axis Mundi, which will take us to the lower realms. And we'll go from my Axis Mundi so that my dragons know where you are. Yeah, rather than your own if you've got any, if you're happy with that. Mm-hmm. And then upon returning, do the standard thing, make sure you can feel your physicality and come back and stretch your fingers and your toes and have a few breaths and just feel how you feel. You might feel a bit dizzy, you might not, it depends on how you feel. And afterwards, it'll be good to go outside and ground yourself and sort of really get yourself stuck into the ground, so put your feet on the earth. If you can't do that, if you're somewhere where you can't do that, then look out the window and just see what feels different to you. Definitely have a drink of water, and if you need some food, have some food. So how often and when would you do this? I'll say shamans normally do it as part of their training. You might do it because you're feeling a bit stuck in life and you just want to clear that energy away. Maybe you've got some major life changes coming through, moving from parenthood into parenthood, out of parenthood, retirement, redundancy, change of circumstances, relationships, change of identity in life. You decided that's not for you anymore, this is for you. Yeah. Maybe you feel like you're at a certain vibration and you need to move up because you want to get rid of the negativity. So you can do that to move the next level, that circle that we're all doing. It's also very powerful. So if you've got any health issues, and I say any, it's really a major energy reset, very strong. So the fact that if you've got some physical illness and you've removed the body and you come back, miracles do happen. I'm not saying we're off from those. So the prerequisite, if you want to come on this journey, is you have a loving relationship with a power animal or animals or a teacher, and you're happy to come on the shamanic journey and call them into my Axis Mundi, or you trust my power animals enough, the dragons, to do this for you. And if you don't go, that's a big yes for me, then don't come on this journey. Yeah, you can watch what's going on if you want to, and just see what happens. And then if you're really interested in it, then obviously just book in with me at some point, and we can find you a power animal, get that so you're happy with that, and leave that a few months so you're working with them, and then come back and we'll do a dismemberment, or you can play this video. Yeah. So your intention is to receive a dismemberment and whatever else they would like to give you. And you say that to the power animals or the teacher. So just so I know, does everyone want to put their hand up that wants to come on the journey? If you don't, that's fine. And Be Love Superstar, yeah, and Penny, Brenda. Okay, just so I know. Okay, so, and who wants to borrow my dragons? Okay, just the one. Nira, did you want to borrow the dragons? Oh, and Patty. Yeah, okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Agatha. Yeah, she's okay. Sophia. Yep, she's okay.
There's something on the chat.
Wait, in the chat, what does it say? And it's connecting. Yeah, Georgie, yep. Okay, those are 3 good ones. Right, where's the chat gone? Can't see the chat because I'm sharing my screen. Let me stop my share. I'll be able to see it. So yeah, we're going to go on a dismember. Stop share. Right, I can see the chat now. There's lots of chat. What's the chat? There is a hand up thing. Okay, so that was a yes from there. Loved. I'd like to borrow. Yeah. Okay, dragon. Yeah, you can borrow my dragons. Yeah. Cool. Perfect. Everyone's good. So let's just make sure everyone's on mute. Perfect. Everyone wants to put their hand down if they can. If you can't, don't worry about it. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, lower hand. Perfect. Cool. Everyone's on mute. Everyone's in a good place. So what you want to do with all of these things is just bring yourself out of your head like before. Bring yourself into your heart. Get yourself really comfortable. If you want to lie down, then do that. If you want to cover your eyes, then do that. Just check the chat. Perfect. Everyone is muted. Original sound is on. I'm just going to turn off my little aircon unit. Perfect. Okay. We have our fire. So I'm just going to ask all the energies to come in. So just go into your heads, out of your heads, into your hearts. Call upon the east and the south and the west and the north to lend us their powers of healing and wisdom and protection. Call upon the fire, the water, the earth and the air to lend us their powers of healing and protection. Call upon Mother Earth, Gaia, to provide us her healing energies. Call on Goddess Isis to assist us on this journey and protect us. Call upon my dragons to hold space, a safe space for everyone, and to assist those with their beautiful fire. Beautiful. Just waiting for them all to arrive. Beautiful. Okay. May the energies contained within this portal be invisible to people or spirit that are not ready to assist us with an open heart full of pure love. I invite only beings of the highest light who love us unconditionally. I invite only beings of the highest light who love us unconditionally. I say it once more. I invite only beings of the highest light who love us unconditionally. So may that be. Beautiful. Okay, we're in a safe space. We're now going to go on a journey together. So just imagine that your free soul can leave your physical body now. We've all got together as a group. We're going for a small hike. You've got your walking boots on, your comfy shoes, your comfy trousers, your warm jumper, your woolly hats. We're in England. It's a little bit chilly, but you're fine. We're walking up a path, it's a gravel path. We're walking through a green forest. Everywhere you look, there's beautiful trees. Many of them are pine trees, some of them are oak, some of them are fir, many different trees. Among the trees you might see, if you're lucky, the local ponies and the sheep. There's always butterflies whenever I walk up here, so you may see butterflies wandering around. And if you're really quiet, some of the tree spirits may come and say hello. There's fairies there as well. We're just wandering up this gravel path now. There's a slight incline, but it's not too bad. We're just wandering up, smelling the trees, feeling the gentle breeze. You'll see just up ahead there's a clearing amongst the trees. The grass is very short. You can see that there's two stones, not very high, maybe 2 foot high. We're all going to walk through the middle of those. Walk about 100 foot towards the stone circle. There's a stone circle here, about 27 stones. Been here for 5,000 years, been used by many people for many things. Wander around in a clockwise direction. One of the stones will call you. They'll be like, yeah, you can lean against me, you can sit on me. Find that stone. Beautiful. Just sit down and relax. I'm now going to ask for a portal to open. Once that portal's open, I'll start playing the shamanic drum. You can walk your way down the stairs. They're big, wide stone steps that lead down into the lower realms. And once you get there, ask for the power animals or the teacher or my dragons to come to you. Make sure they're the ones that are going to do the dismemberment journey for you. And just go with the flow. Don't worry about it. It's all in your mind. It's clearing your energies, but it's not going to hurt you physically. So try to enjoy it as much as you can. Come back whenever you need to hear, and then back into your physicalness, or wait for the drum beat to call you back, and then we'll all walk back together to our physicalness. Prepare yourself now. Remember your intention to go for a dismemberment journey and anything else that the spirits think you need. Enjoy it. Just summon the portal to the lower realms. Beautiful. Okay, it's starting to open. It's starting to open. Okay, you can all stand up now. Start working your way down the stairs into the lower realm. Enjoy. back slowly, no rush. Slowly work your way up the stairs, out of the portal, back into the stone circle. Just wait for everyone to come out. And closing the portal now. It's shut. So walk back now, 100 foot away from the circle, through the stone pillars, down the gravel path, through the forest, noticing the greens of the trees, back into our physical bodies. Settle yourself in, give yourself a cuddle, wiggle your toes, move your knees and your thighs, and your torso, and your arms. Some deep breaths. Move the jaw and the neck. And only when you're ready, come back fully into your body. And slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes.